In this video, I will explain how to configure AWS S3 Cross-Region Replication, CRR. With cross-region replication, every object uploaded to an S3 bucket is automatically replicated to a destination bucket in a different AWS region that you choose. This feature helps whether you want to maintain a secondary copy of your data for data protection, or have data in multiple geographies to provide users with the lowest latency. S3 replication gives you the controls you need to meet your business needs. There is no additional charge for using cross-region replication. You pay Amazon S3's usual charges for storage, requests, and inter-region data transfer for the replicated copy of data. Let's go with demo. Step 1. Create source and destination S3 bucket. If you have not already done so, then create an AWS account. Log into the AWS Management Console. From the AWS Console Services search bar, enter S3. You will be navigated to AWS S3 page. Choose Buckets from the Amazon S3 menu in the left navigation pane and then choose the Create Bucket button. Select which AWS region you would like your bucket created in. For this example, the North Virginia US East 1 region is selected. Enter a descriptive globally unique name for your bucket. For this example, I am going to use MCJ Cross-Region Replication Source Bucket. S3 replication requires bucket versioning to be enabled for both source and destination S3 buckets. You can leave the remaining options as defaults. Navigate to the bottom of the page and choose Create Bucket. Repeat the same steps to create another S3 bucket to serve as the destination bucket for replicating objects. This time AWS region is North California US West 1. And bucket name is MCJ Cross-Region Replication Destination Bucket. Make sure to enable bucket versioning for the destination S3 bucket as well. Navigate to the bottom of the page and choose Create Bucket. Now, you can see both the buckets are created in different AWS region North Virginia and North California. Step 2. Create an IAM role. In this step, I will create an IAM role that should have sufficient permissions to write new objects in the new destination bucket. In the AWS Console Services search bar, enter IAM. Under the Services Search Results section, select IAM. This takes you to IAM page. From the left panel, click on Roles. Here you can see Create Role button. Click to create IAM role. To create a trust policy for S3, from the Service or Use Case drop-down, select S3 and then click on Next button. You do not need to select any existing AWS IAM policy. Scroll to the bottom and click on Next button. Here you can see Trust Policy, where we identify Amazon S3 as the service principal who can assume the role. Give role cross-region replication name to IAM role and then click on Create Role button. Once role is created, I will create inline policy by update the IAM role. From the drop-down, click on Create Inline Policy. I already have policy created on my local machine, so I will go with JSON tab. I will replace the current JSON with I already have. Line number 10 and 19 have placeholder for the source bucket, which will be replaced with the actual source bucket name. I need to get the bucket name from S3 page, so type S3 in search and open S3 console in new window. Copy the source replication bucket name and replace both the placeholders. Now copy destination replication bucket name and replace placeholder at line number 28. Scroll to bottom and click on Next. Give inline policy a name like Inline Policy S3 Cross-Region Replication and then click on Create Policy. With this step, our newly created IAM role has inline policy attached. Expand inline policy just to validate source and destination bucket names are correct. Step 3. Create an S3 replication on source S3 bucket. Select the source S3 bucket. Choose the Management tab. Click on Create Replication Rule. Provide a replication rule name and enable the replication rule by selecting Enabled under the Status section. If the replication rule is disabled, it will not run. Narrow the scope of replication by defining a filter type, prefix or tags, or choose to replicate the entire bucket. Note: source and destination buckets must have S3 versioning enabled. Choose the destination bucket by selecting the Browse S3 button. In this example, we chose the destination bucket to be MyCloudJourney S3 Cross-Region Replication destination bucket. In step 2, we created an IAM role. Select the drop-down and select the Cross-Region Replication role. Leave the additional replication options as is and click on Save button. Select the first option if you do not want to replicate existing objects. Once you save the replication rule, you are back on the S3 replication landing page. Next, create a folder Data. Keep the server-side encryption as is. Click on Create Folder button. Select the Data folder and click on Upload button. Click on Add Files button to select a file. Click on Upload button to upload this file. Depending on the file size, upload will take time. Great! File is uploaded now. Now, let's go to Destination bucket and check the file replication. You may see some delay in replicating objects. Let's refresh 3 to 4 times. Awesome! File is replicated to destination S3 bucket. Hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Happy learning! See you in the next video. Thank you.